Based in Asturias, Spain, there's a small but mighty bike company that you may not have heard of. MMR Bikes is a brand that has been carving a name for itself since 2008. They design and produce mountain bikes, electric bikes, gravel bikes, and more. They also have a line of aerodynamic road bikes, which the likes of professional cyclists on Caja Rural use, that I'm sure you've seen in the peloton, especially at the Volta a España and the Volta a Catalunya. Three-time world champion Oscar Freire has also put his stamp of approval on the brand and is a proud ambassador. They've just officially released their newest gravel bike, the MMR X-Tour with new SRAM T-Type, and as an ambassador of the brand myself, I've already racked up more than 4,800 kilometers on this bike in just a few months. So if you're in the market for a gravel bike at under $4,000, it's definitely one that you seriously need to consider. Let's take a look. The MMR X-Tour 10 is a versatile gravel bike that can be used on the road or on gravel terrain. This is their new sand and mud color, which offers a blend of speed and aesthetic appeal. The frame is based off what MMR calls their G3 racing geometry, which focuses on an aggressive, agile, and fast position without sacrificing comfort. And this is the second gravel bike I've ever owned. I had the Cervelo Sparrow before, great bike. I got a top 25 in my age group at Belgian Waffle Ride with that bike. But guys, hands down, this X-Tour is faster. It wants to go fast. It feels like a road bike when you're out riding it. The Model 10 comes with the SRAM GX T-Type on it. If you're not up to speed on the hype on that, it's SRAM's new system that offers smooth and precise shifting performance. And compared to traditional drivetrains, the GX T-Type is supposed to be more durable and reliable and provide long-lasting performance. The gear range that the bike comes with is going to have you set for any terrain that you face. The rear, you're going to have a 10 to 52 12 speed, and then up front it has the 1x-SRAM Rival Axis 40 teeth. On really steep climbs, I prefer to have a 36 up front to shift down to, but the 40 has been fine so far, no major complaints, and I also haven't been spinning out on flats either. What you're seeing as well is the original cassette, the original crank that the bike came with, and I mentioned that because a couple weeks in, I switched over to I waxed my chain. And I used Cyclo Wax chain waxing kit for that. It was my first time ever doing it. And you can see that even after 4,000 kilometers, my drivetrain is still pretty solid. I usually have to re-wax every couple of weeks, but I just started working that into my recovery days and I've been loving it. So I'll leave a link in the description for that if you're interested in learning more. There's a fender mount on the frame as well. So if you're riding in wet or muddy conditions. As far as the non-drivetrain components, I've got the Ritchie Logic seat post, Ritchie Comp Curve handlebar, Ritchie Comp switch stem with internal routing, all of which comes with the bike. What didn't come with the bike was my ancient Wahoo Element bolt, which is so old it still needs time to warm up. I don't put power meters on my gravel bike, so I just got heart rate, time, miles on there, whatever. But one change I did make was the tires. The bike comes with the 40mm Hutchinson Touareg tires, but I had those get punctured by a piece of wood 2 weeks into owning the bike, so I switched those out really quickly. I have the Ultra Dynamical 42 Rose up front now and the 42 Cava in the rear. Aesthetically, I was not a fan of this look at first, but the guys at Ultra Dynamical talked me into trying it, and I love it. And if you do gravel races, I would definitely recommend running this setup because on flats, you're not scraping any speed, and then you still got enough grip up front with the Rose. As far as the wheel set is concerned, I still have the DT Swiss G1800s on there that came with the bike, and they've been fine so far. And I haven't done any gravel racing with this yet, but I am thinking about doing some cross racing later this year, something I haven't tried yet. So if you've done some cross racing, leave some tips for me in the comments. Other than that, that's the bike. It's a beautiful bike, something that I think you definitely need to consider if you want a lot of value for not a lot of money. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching.